Okay, Anna, you may continue. Sorry for that. Yes, Anna, you may continue, please.
I write resume.
Okay, it's okay.
And describe it is a history of madness in which the protagonist who narrates the story as a result of his addiction to alcohol. His mind plays tricks on him and leads him to commit various crimes. The cat symbolizes one of his patients because I love animals, but it also becomes his worst nightmare, taking him to the limit of his addiction and making him commit atrocities with both cats and his wife.
Okay, Anna, very nice. Yes, and you're totally right. Like, you mentioned something really interesting, that was that his mind was playing tricks. It is really important because as you perceive along the story, we can just take into account that this guy was always like perceiving the reality in different ways, and it was because of his addiction to alcohol, and also the way he behaves depending on the situation. When he was at the bar, you can perceive that he was different from the guy that was at the fancy house or the other one. So it's very, very interesting, and thanks for that. Really appreciate it, then. Okay, guys, so well, now I just want of you that have like any question to ask some other person that question. It would be very nice to one of you to ask a question to another of the people that is here. So I don't know if maybe one can ask something to another person.
Maybe I can I make the question? Maybe an open question.
Yes, of course, go ahead.
Okay, so my question is about I don't know, well, I was reading the tale. I was thinking about this kind of situation when people have to live with this kind of people, like his man, that do these kind of things, but you still living with them, because I suppose at the first time when he killed the cat, maybe the wife must say, well, something is wrong here, you know? Something is wrong, because why he is killing an animal and in that way, so despicable. So my question is, what will you do if you have your husband or something that live with you and do this kind of things with an animal? Which is your first thinking about, or what you will do? Yeah, that's it.
Okay, very nice question, Alejandra. Which one of you guys want to answer the question?
Maybe complete the question, the Alejandra's question is,
okay,
who is bad? Wife or man, or killer man, or murderer? No? Yes, because when you live with other person, you maybe know his his uh, his life really, his I forget how they say pensamientos. I forget. Yes. Maybe you know the real or the total life of that person, no? You imagine that is a good person, maybe has a good sense, no? But in this type of situations, you maybe accept this this kind of action, but you and the first time you can think that is no, this is the one is the unique, is the only time, is the first time, and you accept and accept this type of situation and doesn't anything but to avoid that this situation I don't know, the situation repeat and repeat or happens again. Yes, but I think that is um, who is bad. Maybe the wife doesn't have she hasn't the she hasn't know what happened behind of of his mind. I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Okay, perfect. Yes, and actually, you're totally right. I think that I don't know. I haven't have like that experience, but I think that living with this type of person could be really difficult, right? Because they got really violent, also with his addiction, and is really really like difficult. I don't know. And as you said, Alejandro, is like an open question and really good question. Thanks a lot for that. Okay, so here I have another question that my dad wants me to ask you, and it says like, why do you think the narrator knocks on the wall where his wife is buried? Like when he was like the wife was on the wall behind the wall. Like, what's your point of view regarding that question? Who wants to answer?
Can you repeat, please, the question?
Yeah, it says like, why do you think the narrator knocks on the wall? Remember that at the beginning it was like a light sound, but then it became really, really hard sound on the wall where his wife is buried, like after he killed his wife and I don't know, put her in at the back of the wall, like his wife corpse. So Juan, you want to answer the question?
Yes, yes. Well,
Okay.
I think that when he started like hearing this low noise, he got like scared because I guess like all his memories came back. Like he remembered everything that he has done until that moment. So that he killed his cat and his wife. So I guess like he maybe like thought, oh my God, maybe she is alive. I mean, she's still being alive over there. She's not like completely, I didn't completely murder her or something like that. So I guess that's why he knocks on the wall, like guessing or like wondering if someone is going to reply to that knocking. Like if you're knocking on the door of your neighbor or something like that. So I guess that's why he made that. And then he realizes that, well, the cat is inside over there, that the cat is over there, and the policeman also notices about that. And then, well, they discovered the murder of his wife. But I guess it's because of that, because maybe he was wondering to have any reply or any response to that knocking.
Okay, Juan, yes, you're totally right. And actually, I think that it was kind of frightening even for him because you know that when people is alcoholized and this type of things, they start to perceive the reality in a different way. And when he realizes, oh my God, what I've done. So yeah, pretty interesting. Okay, guys, and now, well, I have another question, and I just want you to each one of you to answer this question in a brief way. What is the message of the black cat? What do you think is the message regarding the behavior of this guy? Actually, the relationship he had with the cat. What is the relation like? Yeah, the message. And I want to start with Giovanni. Like, could you please tell us what is the message of the black cat for you?
I think the main message of this story is some people don't enjoy that they got because if the author don't tell us all information, but You can see they live in a good environment, good neighborhood. He has got a lot of things in his life, but in the same way, he he doesn't like his life, and I think we need to see our deep mind, deep thoughts, and have a good relationship with our environment in our things. If we are not clear of, yes, clear of in good relationship with myself, I can have a good relation with my environment.
Okay, Giovanni, yes, you're totally right. And that you mentioned that he didn't like his life. That is why maybe he tried to make up his reality with alcohol, you know? And sometimes people do that, like with drugs or something, because they want to have a little escape from reality. Okay, Giovanni, thanks for your participation. Now I want to hear YDYALA, like, what do you think, like, that is the message of the story?
Okay, I consider that we have to learn the way to control our feelings, our dark feelings, because at the end, it's like animes when you can see the good angel and the bad angel. And all of us has two thoughts all the time. And there are specific situations in our life when you can face some bad situations, but the idea is to control and try to be the most intelligent in an emotional way. This is the importance to keep under control our feelings, our thoughts, and to be a good person, a nice person. Yes, I consider the addictions. It is an important problem to 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 lose the control of our feelings, our thoughts, and when you are an addict, drugs, alcohol, or whatever, your feelings, your thoughts, and everything is out of control. Yes. So I consider it's very important to keep the conscience about the bad and the right thing. And as Alejandra asked, why did his wife do anything when he killed or when he attacked the pet? Yes, you must to react, you must to take any action. And this is the message that I can take from the short story.
Okay, Diala, very nice. And now that you mentioned, it's really important the emotional intelligence, because all the time we just need to manage our emotions, our actions, and that is very important. Okay, Emmanuel, I just saw that you raised your hand. You have the word. You can go ahead and ask if you have any question or comment.
I have a comment related to the last question. For example, I don't know if is the main meaning or message that have the story, but I think, for example, that is more dangerous people than animals, because when the story at the beginning of the story, the wife of the man say that she doesn't like the cats, black cats, because they were witches. Yes, but in this case, the witch was her husband. Yes, because finally he killed her. In this case, I say that the animals are not dangerous. They are more dangerous people than animals. And the other message, I agree, that is necessary stay in control the emotions and this kind of things.
Okay, Emmanuel, perfect. Thanks a lot for your point of view. You're totally right. Okay, guys, and now we have another question that is like, what is the lesson from the Black Cat? What you learned besides all the things that we have been mentioning over here? What did you learn from this? I want to hear Juan David. What did you learn from the story?
Well, from this story, I learned that, well, it's a really hard learning because it's like a kind of deep story, but different from what my like classmates have said. I guess that the most important learning of this is to maybe know better the people is at your surroundings. Like maybe we can like have an idea of our relatives, our closest friendship cycle, neighbors, or something like that. But we never realize if we meet them as well as we should. So I guess that's another meaningful learning from this story to understand and to know better people is at next to you because you don't know how dangerous they can become or how crazy they are as well. The story has shown.
Okay, Wanda, yes, you're totally right. And I don't know if maybe you have heard once in Spanish that uno nunca termina de conocer a alguien. That is something that we have to keep in mind, even with our surroundings, with our family. So it's really important to keep that in mind. Okay, and Margarita, I want to hear you now. What did you learn from the story? What's your point of view? Like something that you can take from the story.
Okay, Juliana, maybe two learns. One of them is first, think before act. Yes, maybe take a time to think about the situation. Think in a cold mind,
Yes.
or yes, I don't know if the is fine that, but where you mind is hot, maybe you you don't think clear. Yes, you take this a bad decisions. That the most important when you is in a bad situation, in a complex situation, is to think before to act and take a break. Take a break. Breathe, breathe.
Breathe.
Yes. For clarify your mind, and clarify your mind and to think and for take a better situation about a better decision about the situation, really.
Yes, Margarita, you're totally right. And this is something that we have to do like every day, because every day we need to decide which decision or which way to take, right? Okay, now I want to hear Alejandra. What did you learn from the story? What's your message or something that you can take from this crazy story?
Well, first, vocabulary a lot.
Okay,
Learn
yes.
a lot of vocabulary because there are a lot of, for me, are new words, but I suppose that are old words or an old way to write. And by the other side is like to see how we can found all the, we can found things or living things that can put outside of ourselves these thinkings or these feelings that we don't know that were there, so it's good to have this opportunity to, when you receive this kind of signals, maybe that the people say you feel angry or sad because someone or some situation, but it's not to continue in the situation. It's more like to think and make like a self evaluation and say something is wrong in my life. something is it doesn't work. So I have to control. I have to take the control and manage and look what is the next step. Because if you just say it's like or something without any importance, at the end you will be in this situation, a murder or something worse. So yeah, we have to be grateful when we found this kind of a situation that make us to think about our emotions maybe, and we have to take action according with it.
Yes, you're totally right, Alejandra. And actually, that we have to keep in mind that if we're doing something wrong, we just need to evaluate ourselves and think of some advantage or some strategies in order to improve and be a better person every day, right? Okay, perfect. And finally, Anna, I want to hear you, like, what can you take from the story? Why? What can you tell us?
Bueno, the story learns the mixture of alcohol and anger is not good, is very dangerous. This addiction generates a thin line between what is right and what is wrong. And can out the worst in you, do know how to control it.
Yes, Anna, you're right. Yes, actually, like as everybody here was explaining, like it's very hard when you just need to I don't know, take alcohol as an advantage for you to always know what to do, or if you are very confused, try to make up the reality is kind of hard. But yes, you're right, and alcohol is very bad. Never do it, please. Okay, and well, here we have like the last question. Well, that says, what is the main idea of the black cat? And I want to hear my dad this time. What do you think about the story? What is the main idea for you?
For who?
You, please.
I am getting a question? Wow. Okay. Well, the main idea of the black cat seems that is about someone alcoholic, that he gets crazy and kills his cats and his wife. But definitely what I really think is that Edgar Allan Poe tries to communicate that people, or the main idea of this is how people are mean towards society, how they get into these drugs and into this alcoholism and many other things, just to justify many bad things that they do. No, so that is like the main thing. No, they even call that some of these short stories of Edgar Allan Poe, they are romantic. No, so, and they're romantic in the sense that there's like a plot of someone that really shows a lot of care and loving for animals and for his wife in this case, and then he end up by many different problems, no, getting into alcoholism and killing the cats and killing his wife. You know, so, and this happens a lot in the society. You know, this is not only about Edgar Allan Poe's short story. This happens. People get crazy because of many different things, because they lose money, because they were betrayed, because many things. No, so these passional crimes, they occur every day, everywhere. No, so I guess that for me that would be like the main idea of, or the general main idea of this story. I don't know if you agree.
Yes, of course, we agree. And thanks a lot for your point of view. And actually, guys, you can see that we can like make like a chain of details and messages in order to know like the real meaning of the story. As I mentioned at the beginning, like it's not like taking into account like what exactly the author wanted to say. It's like the way we manage and the way we understand the story, like the how to manage our emotions, how to respect animals. Also, that is another message that I took from the story. How to respect also our family. And if we are having, as Alejandra mentioned, if we're having a problem with ourselves, we just need to keep in mind that we need to do something about it, because otherwise we're going to be going around and around every day, and that is not the idea, right? We just need to keep moving forward no matter what happens, and try to be a better person every day, no matter the circumstances and this type of things. Okay, guys, so I don't know if you have any questions for me or something. Well, because I think that this is almost ending, so
Okay, more questions or not any more questions? Okay, since there are no more questions, I want to thank Giuliana for her patience, for her dedication to be here, participating with us, giving me a very important hand, because I am not an expert in literature. You guys know that. For me, reading also is very difficult, no? And this reading was difficult, definitely, no? But anyway, we have to do it. We have to keep trying to feed, no? I chose short stories because it would be very difficult for you guys to read a book, no? Because we cannot choose read a book, and that book is going to be read like what, in 6 months or 5 months or 1 year. We cannot do it. Okay, so I'm going to try to get for our next short story something that is not so violent, something that is not so drastic or whatever, because I don't want to Alejandra and all of you to get disgusted with these stories, no? I always ask my friend Google to tell me which story to read, so I'm going to try to see if they will recommend me a nice short story, or if any one of you have an idea of a very nice short story, it would be great that you could tell me. We'll read it. Okay, no? Well, thank you all for being here. The announcement for finishing that I have for you is next Sunday we'll have a forum. It's going to be by Giovanni. You know that he's here with us. It's going to be about entrepreneurship here in Bogota. Okay, so that's going to be his forum. And the following Sunday, 1st of August, is going to be Margarita's. No, also very interesting about a global warming example. You know, I've been working with her, and let me tell you, very interesting. Okay, so please try to attend this forum for all of you, for you to practice, for you to interact, to learn English and everything. Okay, because I need all of you to continue improving your performance the way you have done it. You've been very well, very good. Oh, and that's why you are all very successful. And I'm very glad and proud of you. Okay, so to finish, why don't you take something to Giuliana or whatever, and I'll see you next Sunday in Giovanni forum. He's going to send me the video clip about what it's going to be about. So it's going to be next Sunday at 5 p.m. Do you want to say something about your forum, Giovanni?
No, that's okay, your introduction, and I will try to get my best.
Okay, please, the video clip, okay? A very short video clip.
Okay.
Okay, so if no one wants to say something, anything else, so I'll thank you all. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Giuliana. Congrats.
Thank you,
You're
Giuliana.
welcome.
Very
Yeah,
good.
really good. Thank you.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Giuliana,
Okay, so
forum today.
okay, thank you all for being here. I hope you liked it and it was interesting. We learned a little bit more about the Black Cat and especially about Edgar Allan Poe, because even if we don't read too much, he's very important in literature. In the United States, he's like a god they really admire her. Okay, so I'll see you guys in class. You don't want to say anything else? I guess goodbye. Have a nice
Bye.
Monday.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Hello,
Bye.
Thank you very
bye-bye.
much. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.